Talking about siblings, guys, all right? So Siblings Day was just 2 days ago. People posted pictures of their sibling, the good old times back in the day, maybe in the future if they're, from the future, who knows. But I'm going to ask you guys, all right? What was a time where you enjoyed a moment with a sibling or remember the most about a sibling, whether it was good or bad? And what holiday would you guys want to create, since holidays are just out and about nowadays, any type of holiday whatsoever? I'm going to start with you, Justin, because it seems like you're ready to go. You thought about something.
I'm actually not,
no?
if you don't mind going with someone else.
Sandy, do you know?
Okay.
That was the first one, Justin. He's always ready. Yeah. Sandy, do you know by any chance what you're going to say?
Yes. Fun fact, I wasn't actually around this time.
That is fun. You not being around?
Justin, I don't understand what you're targeting me. Like, I've been nothing but nice to you. And I just think it's just, really rude in me.
Was it on the air or off the air when you were making fun of me not, washing my clothes and looking like a homeless guy?
That never happened.
Well,
Can you pull up proof?
Well, I'm a witness.
I want to pull up your story, Sandy, because you were getting into something and then you stopped.
Yeah, go ahead,
But
Sandy.
anyways. So my grandpa had this little scooter, right, that he would just, ride. He would just hit the town on.
Like a remote-controlled one?
No, just like those ones that
the
you just sit
mopeds.
on.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then people would send me pictures and be like, yo, why is your grandpa riding a scooter around my house?
Wait, really?
Yes, they would send me pictures.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, and I was like, first of all, how do you know that that's my grandpa? And second of all...
Leave him alone. Let him
leave
rock.
him alone, he's just driving. But anyways, so he had that scooter, so he would take my siblings to go ride on it sometimes. So we live by this party house type thing.
The Trap?
No.
What do you mean by party house? What is that?
What, like those, what do they call those? A venue.
Okay, got it.
And
That
they have a
makes more
pond
sense.
in the back that's always dirty.
Right.
I found a pair of panties there once.
Okay.
They were dirty.
Where is this pond?
I don't think I'm going to tell you, Justin. But anyways, so my grandpa was riding around with my sister, and my sister was very young at this point. I think she was like 5, 4 or 5. And she falls off the scooter, and then he runs over my sister.
That's your best memory of your sister.
But it's my funniest.
By the pond?
By the pond, he ran over my sister.
Wow.
Did he realize, or did he just thought he hit something?
He, I'm not sure. I think he just thought he hit something.
Yeah.
So my sister started screaming. And then my grandparents kept trying to convince my sister to not tell my parents that my grandpa ran over her. I wasn't there for it. They told me the story secondhand. But yeah, my grandparents kept trying to convince my sister not to say anything. They were just like, no, you're fine. Don't tell your parents this happened.
No, she's not fine. She got ran over by a scooter.
She got ran over by a grown man on a scooter. But long story short, she ended up, her wrist was broken. She had to wear...
Oh my God, she actually got ran over.
Oh yeah, you're not hiding that from your parents.
Yeah, but they kept saying, no, just say that you just were running and then you fell.
It's like an abusive relationship. She fell down the stairs.
Yeah, ran over. Fully ran over.
This is terrible.
Great story, though.
That's a crazy story.
What's so funny is I also wrote down things that tragically happened to my sister.
Mine also is a tragic
I wrote
thing.
sister
Mine's
bit
also a
by
tragic
dog,
thing.
and then I crossed that off. I was like, that wasn't that funny. It didn't involve my brother, so.
What kind of dog?
It was a mutt. It was like a terrier.
What was her name?
The dog's name or my
Yes,
sister?
the dog.
The dog's name was Ginger. God rest her soul.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like a dog that would bite.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
It's all spicy.
Ginger isn't spicy, but okay.
But I did have another story involving my sister
story
in
you
pain. So I was at therapy. And we used to do family. Why is this? What do you mean, what, Frank? What do you mean, what? You've never heard of therapy?
Men get
Yeah,
therapy?
I have. But
So then why-
where's this going?
Well,
Let him continue, Frank.
Tony.
Let him continue. You can fantasize about arson or whatever you do.
He
to
said
keep you
one word,
entertained.
everyone instantly stopped him immediately.
What? Therapy? This guy's crazy. Well, I am crazy. That's why I'm in therapy. So we would have family therapy, actually. Our whole
That sounds
family would
healthy.
Oh, that's horrible.
We would just scream at each other. And it was so fun. I wish there was a camera. Because I have my YouTube channel, The Greenbergs. Check us out. We have a lot of family
'em out.
footage, but I wish we had footage of the therapy sessions. But I remember one time they brought in my mom and my dad, just them solo. So me, my brother, and my sister are in the lobby area. And my sister's sucking on this hard candy, right?
Yeah.
And then we just see her in the corner start choking. And she's like dying. And me and my brother, we're laughing so hard at her. Some stranger comes up to her and starts like smacking her in the back.
Hey, don't hit my sister.
And then, no, she coughs up the candy. And we cannot stop
That's
laughing.
horrible. She could have died.
Oh, man.
Is she like asking for help from you guys? Is she like?
Yeah,
help me?
she was like signaling to us to help, and we just heard and yeah, that was one of the funniest moments of my life. But it's like a moment that we all shared together.
Horrible.
Yeah.
She could have died.
They
Yeah.
all share it together. They learn from it. You know, it's a better thing that.
Yeah.
You know, that
I'd
happened
learned
that
to not
way.
choke on candy.
Well, apparently lifesavers were. The rumor was growing up that lifesavers were created because the creator of
gaping
lifesavers,
hole.
the gaping hole was there, so that if it gets stuck in your throat, like you could still breathe. 'Cause
I've
the,
heard about
the urban
that.
legend was
Yeah.
like the creator's daughter died while sucking on a
Like
hard
a Lego
candy.
head. They have holes. You know. So
Do
you can't
they?
breathe. The top
Yeah,
of the head is.
they do.
Yeah, but I thought they just had that for the hairpiece.
No, it was originally meant for the choking hazard.
Yeah, but this is where I call BS on the lightsabers. Lifesavers.
Yeah.
Don't you have to like swallow it a certain? Doesn't it have to land proper, like just upright, so you can still breathe? Otherwise, isn't it just gonna be flat?
Yeah, if it goes in sideways,
Yeah,
it's still good.
If it goes sideways, you're messed up. It's over.
You're done.
Listen, if you're choking on candy, you got a lot
That's
more
why
issues.
they
in
had
life.
family group therapy sessions though. Like I don't know. Like I've never thought about having that like as a young child. You know.
Oh, we were all messed up, and yeah, they just that's one of those moments that stands out. My brother has the worst memory ever. I doubt he
Really?
remembers it. My sister was so young, and her memory's not good either. So I doubt she remembers
I'm glad your
it.
memory's there, Joe.
I'll never forget it.
What about the car rides home? Like after the.
Oh
fact?
my God, the car rides home after family therapy were legendary. Those are stuff of legend. But they usually ended with us like a trip to Friendlies.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Did your mom try to be like holding down the fort in the car? Like, so what did we all learn something today?
No, my mom was usually just glaring at her husband.
Oh, okay.
Just in a nasty way. They had a very tumultuous relationship.
Okay.
He's dead now, so that's fine. But they probably would have divorced. She used to tell me, like, if he didn't die, I would have divorced him. I'm like, thanks, Mom.
Okay.
I'm 14.
Yeah, it makes you
Thank
feel so much
No, that's
better.
real. Pure hatred's real. My friend's grandfather was on his deathbed, didn't see his wife in years. He hated her, and then she walks into the room like the last day, bang, and he twitches.
No way.
These stories are crazy.
Jesus
All right,
Christ.
Frank, what do you got for me? You have a happy story for me, or like?
Yeah.
Or like, did your sister almost get run over by a truck or something?
Unlike you guys, I actually have some nice stories about my
Frank, I love it.
siblings.
Love
Must be nice.
Yeah, let's switch it up a
Sorry.
little bit.
What?
'cause-
Nice stories?
Yeah.
Uncle.
So I do remember a few times actually. This was a long time ago. This is when my sister was like graduating elementary school, and if you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys, when you and your siblings were young, you guys absolutely hated each other.
Yeah,
I still
along
do.
for sure.
Yeah.
Damn.
And yeah, I do remember very vividly the graduation and how like it was such a very happy moment.
And then I set the whole school on fire.
Is it your older sisters?
Younger.
Younger sister? Okay. She
Younger
graduated what, like middle school or like?
Elementary
Just-
school.
Just like
I'm sorry, I didn't get
elementary
that part.
school.
Elementary school, gotcha.
And I always remember like I can't really remember too much, but I do remember like it was such a good moment like for my whole family, and it was weird because me and my sister were like actually
In
like
peace.
in peace, like actually
No fighting.
no fighting, nothing wrong. It was such a happy occasion, and
What'd you guys go eat afterwards?
I can't remember.
Friendlies?
I can't really remember.
It's always a friendly.
They just look to the
always-
left, they see a screaming family of Greenbergs. So that's your story, Frank? You watched your sister graduate elementary school? Out of all the years of your life with your sister, that's the one story you could tell. Not someone choking, getting run over.
She also graduated middle and high school.
There we
That's
go.
something.
What's next? College?
Yeah.
You couldn't think of anything else. That's fine.
No, we like that one.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's
Yeah.
a very
Yeah,
good
we
change
need-
because Justin saw his sister almost die and then he laughed
Then
at
you
it.
didn't
And
see
you
your
saw your
I
sister get
didn't-
run over
no,
by a
I didn't
scooter.
see my sister
Oh,
get
well,
ran
she was
over.
at the-
Your
You're a
sister got
secondhand.
run over by a scooter and
My
broke
sister-
her wrist.
Sister got ran over
Yeah.
by a scooter.
I actually have some nice stories here, so
I like
that's
that, Frank.
something.
That's very
Appreciate that. It's
sweet,
very
Frank.
wholesome. I love you and your
we
traditions.
needed that.
It's
I love
very
that.
sweet. I like that.
I wouldn't say nice. Just like a story.
This guy Justin's just the critic,
Justin.
huh?
Aw,
He really
man, you
is.
god dang stick in the mud.
Addison, now you actually are unfortunate enough to not have any siblings.
No, I call that fortunate
call it
enough.
fortunate?
It is
Oh,
quite
yeah.
fortunate.
How is it like being what was it called? What is that saying?
An only child?
Only child? Yeah, an only
I
child.
love it because when years down the road from now, there's no one to fight over who's getting what.
Oh, that's a good point.
I get everything.
You get
There's
everything.
no competition.
Must be
I don't
nice.
think about that. All I think about is
I
how you're
feel
gonna be the
that.
only one taking care of your parents when they're older.
Well, I put some thought into that, and I was looking at some really nice homes. Nice ones, like really nice ones. Like
Okay.
big TVs, air conditioning, like really
Like
state of the art.
necessities, like
One
water.
State of the art.
beds, you know.
Yeah.
My mom, I'm 90% sure I'm going to put her in a home. My dad, 50% sure. Because my dad, I pictured when he's old and senile would be fun. Like wheeling him around in public.
Okay.
I don't know. It'd be hilarious.
Shout out to Addison's dad if you're listening.
He'd say some weird things.
Yeah, I'm already looking at homes for my mom. She's slipping. She's saying like words backwards and like messing up. I'm like, all right, that's
Yeah,
strike two.
My mom, she started doing this thing where it's like, I'm like, oh no.
What?
Can't tell if it's a
What?
joke or not.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is not okay. I got to really start looking. No,
man.
she's doing all right. But no, I was an
still
only
kicking?
child. I was terrible at sharing. It was just bad, talking to people. I thought I was the boss all the time. I was like really like a horrible elementary school kid. On the playground, I was the weird kid, always playing by myself. I'd ask kids like, "Hey, you want to play tornado?" You just got to run and take cover. And I'm spinning.
You're the tornado.
Yeah, I'm stomping around like a T-Rex away from like everyone's on the playground. I'm off to the side like boom, boom.
This is in 11th grade.
This was just last year. by the way.
That's great. I was like, anyone want to play zombies? And then no one want to play zombies. So I'm walking around the playground. It was so. Looking back, it was pretty funny. But I just want to play kickball. No, I want to play.
I'll play
Maybe it's a good
zombies.
thing.
Let me bite you.
Let's play Freddy versus Jason. Oh, it was an abomination as a second grader. Horrible. But
man.
I used to hang out with my neighbors, and like that to me
What
was
was
the
that
close-
like? Because
that
I've
was-
never actually known any of my neighbors' names.
I would ask to borrow things all the time. This was my thing as a kid. I would ask like, "Oh, I don't have that. Can I borrow that?" With the intentions of never giving it back. That was my.
What were
so-
things you borrowed? Like toys?
Oh,
like
toys,
game
yeah. Like
stations,
they had like,
PlayStations.
Oh yeah. I remember in 5th grade, my friend had a wrestling play set, and he had these figures I did not have yet. So I'm like, "Oh man, can I just borrow them for a little bit? I just want to take a few pictures of because I used to set my figures up and take pictures on a digital camera of them.
Nice.
Yeah, and like a slideshow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still do that.
I'm
That's
just
the
gonna say,
sad part.
I think we're all lucky for having siblings.
Wow, shots fired.
I think we really are lucky.
No, it's great because then moving up in the world, it makes for great conversation. Dating is fantastic.
Well, I think about Addison. He has no like hand-me-downs, So.
No, but my dad doesn't take pride in his appearance, so I end up giving him hammy-ups.
Oh no
I've
way.
said it, yeah, he goes to the gym. He's wearing. I bought an Undertaker Snoop Dogg shirt, and it's got Snoop on it with the Undertaker. So he's working out in the gym with like a Snoop Dogg Undertaker shirt. He's wearing Rey Mysterio shirt. He's wearing shirts he just shouldn't be. He's wearing a Long Island Ducks Quacker Jack thing.
He definitely like, gets walked up to like, oh my god, you see WrestleMania? And he's just probably like, what?
My dad goes to the thrift store and he'll be like, oh, shorts, t-shirt, they don't match, 2 different socks, 2 different sneakers, doesn't care, goes out in public. It's embarrassing going
My
out in
kind of
public.
guy.
It's he's the true Long Island, he's the epitome of
man.
Long Island.
I love that.
South Shore.
I love that for him. But you were saying that it makes great for conversation starters and like dating. What do you mean by that?
People are just, they're fascinated. Like, so you don't have no siblings? Like, what is that like? And it's hilarious because
Interesting.
I have no idea what it's like to live. And I picture houses with siblings. There's rules, there's structure. Dad is the dad, mom is the
Couldn't be
mom.
farther from the truth.
With me, it's just me, my mom, and my dad. It's Mo, Larry, and Curly. My mom is the only parent in the house. My dad is my best friend.
Who's Mo? Are you the Mo?
He's more like Curly.
No, mom's definitely Mo. Like, what are you doing?
Like
Dad,
slapping you in the face in charge?
Yeah, my dad's Larry because he just runs and hides.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to be bothered by
And
anyone.
you're Curly?
Yeah, because
I
I just
knew
or
it. I
Shep.
knew he
I'm
was
Shep.
Curly.
Okay.
I'm
yeah.
sharper than.
These are Three Stooges. They were a vaudeville act back in the 30s.
It's crazy
If
to
anyone-
explain the Three Stooges. You're not wrong though. You definitely have
No,
to
I
explain the Three
guarantee.
Stooges.
Frank,
Yeah.
have you heard of the Three Stooges?
Yes.
I don't know. He didn't hear of Mark
Have you heard of
Wahlberg.
them?
They
Remember,
had a
Of course
newer
not.
movie.
What do I look like?
They had a movie come out not long
they had
ago.
a crappy
That
movie
is
come out,
why.
yeah.
Not gonna lie, Frank probably if that movie didn't come out, Frank would probably know about it. But sorry, go ahead, Addison. You're telling me that they always talk to you about how like oh what's that like?
Yeah, they
Do you
just
ever get
find-
tired of hearing that? Or you don't?
No,
mind?
because I love breaking it down for them because I really just lived in a fun house. I really had no like. Oh, did you take? Did you do this? No. Well, you can't do that until this. There's no rules, regulations, and
Nothing like that.
No hardships in the house.
I used to take a shower with my dad and brother.
You always say that. I don't like. I just
Why?
want to feel
Justin?
uncomfortable.
Did
every
anyone
time.
else not do that?
No.
Every time you say it, you always as cool as no one. done that. Like when I was really little, my dad showered me.
Yeah.
Not with him
He
in
was
the
in
shower.
he wasn't.
No, he was like outside it. Like
No, we
this.
were all together.
How big is the shower?
Not that big. We were crammed in, and I'm at like that height. Like my head is
Yeah,
where
how
his.
big is your shower?
I mean, when me and my sister were babies, like we would do a thing where like
bathtub,
one
right?
the bathtub.
Yep.
Like one kid would go into the bathtub first, and
One
then
side and the other side.
and then the other, like that.
Yeah, because you guys are like babies.
We're little
you guys are
babies.
small.
But you're talking about like showering in the
Yo, we're
at the
together.
same time.
Like we rotate, so like my dad's in the front, I'm wiping him.
conveyor
Did you
belt.
guys in the back?
Did you guys have a picture or no?
No pictures, no
Because
video.
You ever
of
go
it.
into those houses and like this is like a big thing for like kids I guess who grew up in like the late '80s, early '90s. There's pictures in people's houses of just all the kids in the bathtub together.
Yes.
Constantly, you see that in a lot of households.
That is a thing.
I do have pictures of me and my brother in the bathtub together. I have
that-
videos
that's
of
cool.
it.
That I believe, but the part where you're all showering at the same time is so silly to me because I don't understand what the point of that is.
Are you guys
honestly.
in like a conveyor belt? How big is your
You guys are in a
shower?
conveyor
It's the average tub size. You know, we're saving money.
Of
We're having the
course.
bonding session.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Oh yeah, saving
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
All right.
Not all of us are millionaires, Sandy. Some of us have to
I am
shower
very
with daddy.
far from a millionaire.
She works at Zoomies.
I do
and, now
work
she-
at
and now- and
Zoomies.
now she's down a job.
I am down a job.
Regardless, though, I'm gonna go into my story. So, it was when I was about, I would say 13. My sister was maybe 7. Like that was around the ages we were at because she's like 5 years apart from me, so I can't really good at math. But I'm pretty sure I was either 14 or 13. She was 5 years younger than that. We were out there in the snow, right? And we like to like play with the snow, and we had like this little backyard, and we were making a little snow hill so we could do a little like sledding thing, very like makeshift, very stupid. And so we're supposed to like work together digging this thing up, right, and like forming it perfectly. But we're arguing while doing it. So now we're all frustrated with each other, right? And we don't want each other to be in each other's ways. So like I'm like digging this thing with this really like shovel where it's like a flathead, and like I don't know why it doesn't really do much shoveling if it's just like supposed to like make a line in the ground. Maybe it's meant for like more like dirt or something like that. But I'm doing this and I'm picking it up, and next thing you know, like I hear when I go like up, and I'm like, what was that? I turn around, my sister is bleeding from the eye. I whacked her right underneath her eye, and now it's like a solid cut.
You stabbed
down
your
her eye
sister?
with the shovel. And I'm like,
and there's snow, so the blood on the
all
white.
the snow is red now. and
that's
it's like
awesome.
everywhere. It's a
Are you
mess.
serious?
It's like Fargo. It's crazy. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like bugging out. I'm like, no, I'm yelling and screaming like, I'm like, we have to go inside. We have to go inside.
This was all your fault.
It's all my fault. It was all my fault. We go inside, and I show my grandma. My grandma's like, oh my god, like she's starting to bug out because she sees that this is a serious issue. Like it's not a normal little cut. Like she's like, what did you do? Like what did you hit her with?
I stabbed
and I was
her.
like, the shovel by accident. I was just shoveling. She goes, why did you do that? Now she's bugging out because she thought I did it on purpose because I was mad or whatever. But I was just doing it by accident. I was just like not paying attention to behind me. And so then my mom is there, and she was like trying to take care of my sister, but also at the same time not making me feel so bad about it because she could tell it was an accident. My grandma was looking at me like with a death glare, like she wanted to hit me really bad, but then she found out she thought I wasn't her son, like I was only her grandson, so she couldn't really hit me like that. But she was like really furious because she thought that again, like I did it on purpose, like vengefully. And then so like she looks in the back and she's like, Antonio, there's blood everywhere, but in Spanish obviously. And I was like, I know, I don't know what happened. And then so like we ended up going to the hospital, emergency room, 7 stitches underneath her eye. There's no scar till this day, but actually, I remember now. It's not her eye; it's her eyebrow. She got it in her eyebrow.
Oh, okay. That makes it
Yeah.
a little less worse.
It was on her eyebrow, so it was above her eye. Excuse me. And like that was honestly the scariest moment of my life because I really thought I was gonna take my sister's eye out. Like I was like so worried that was it for my sister. Like I thought she was gonna be blind in one eye. I thought I was gonna like press charges on me. I thought it was gonna be just destroyed. I thought my life was
Press
over.
charges against like a
Yeah,
7-year-old.
Literally, yeah. I was like 13 at the time, but seriously, I thought I was done for.
You were 13.
I was 13. She's
That's
5
pretty
years
old to be
younger than me.
stabbing your sister
Literally, I agree.
with a
I
shovel.
agree. I don't know what I was thinking. I was too silly at the time.
You ever seen Little Nicky?
Yes.
He got hit in the face with a shovel. That's like your sister. Your sister's Little Nicky.
But yeah, she went to the emergency room. Everything went fine. My mom went to the emergency room with her and was trying to be in the room for her, like when she got her stitches. But she knew that she would faint because when I got my stitches underneath my chin when I felt like when I was younger, she fainted watching me get stitched up. So instead, she had my cousin go in for her because she knew that she couldn't be there for my sister, and my sister needed somebody. My cousin goes in there, also faints.
Oh,
So apparently,
okay.
my family's prone to fainting whenever we see blood, so I guess I have to watch out for that.
Well, but you didn't faint when you saw the blood on the snow.
I guess I didn't. I was more worried. I was
Why
more
weren't
scared.
you in there with your sister?
I guess I couldn't be. I
Wow.
don't know. That's a good
Wow.
question, Sandy.
That's what
Now I
they
think
all
about
say.
it, looking back at
It's
it.
weird
I
how
probably should've been.
hospitals work sometimes.
Yeah,
in terms
right?
Of visitors. Yeah.
Yeah, who's allowed in, who's not. But it's all based off like how they're feeling. Honestly.
I mean, you are the one who stabbed her, so I kind of can't blame them for not wanting you.
I guess that's a good point. You know, we never talked about the holidays. What Hollywood wants.
Yeah.
So
Maybe we could do it quickly.
yeah, Justin, what
All
holiday
right,
are you thinking
I got
about?
my national day. National Stepsister Day.
No.
Okay.
For all those people
Of
that have
course.
stepsisters out there and just, sometimes they need help. Maybe they're stuck in the shower with daddy and
jeez.
they need a little
Okay.
help. And yeah, just a day to celebrate them.
Without a doubt, for sure.
Because there's
Justin.
National Sibling Day, but there's not National Step Sibling
Yeah,
Day.
got it. Thank you.
Okay.
Why am I
Yeah.
surprised?
Okay.
What about you, Sandy?
I think we should make National Beat Up Justin Day.
Beat up Justin Day?
Beat up
Everyone
Justin
at once?
Every single
Or you have
person
to
at
like
once.
get a ticket throughout the day?
Yeah,
and
like
get
the
called.
ones that you get at like delis or DMVs.
You get an
know.
email. This is your ticket of the day. This is your time to beat up Justin.
Joke's
Yeah.
on you, I'm into that. So let's go. National Beat Up Justin. Let's
Maybe
go.
it's national. Well, what about like verbal abuse? Are you?
Oh, that's even better.
He likes that one even more. He likes that one even more.
Degrade me.
Yeah, Frank,
Okay.
what do
He's
you
into
got?
a
What do
lot
you-
of stuff.
What do you got for me, Frank?
I got National Stay in Shape Day.
Stay in shape. So we're going to the gym. What we doing? Exercise, mile?
Yeah, we doing mile runs.
Got it.
Weights,
So it's gonna be
whatever,
marathons, it's gonna be
whatever
gym
you do.
days.
Are you Hey Frank, I have a question. Are you sponsored by every single gym, perhaps? Is that why
Yes.
you're
I'm
trying to
not
make this
spon-
holiday?
I'm not sponsored by anybody.
Oh, okay, okay, Frank.
You know, you're wearing a WHPC hat, so it looks to me you're
I
sponsored by
am.
WHPC.
No, wait. What about all like the big people, like the obese people? Did they stay home that day?
No,
They're They're
No,
participating.
they're included into it. Yep. They have to stay in shape.
But running a mile.
Yeah, do you see Brendan Fraser in The Whale running a
Challenge
mile?
yourself.
No, he can barely move.
You're gonna be like, all right, gentlemen, you're gonna turn around and there's no one behind you. They're all on the floor, on their backs,
Tumbling.
like Joey Diaz in Longest
Joey
Yard.
Diaz.
Give me a Diet Coke.
Come on, anyone can change.
Yeah,
Of course they can, but it's
and that's what the holidays
To make
for.
it a one-day thing is kind of like counterintuitive because then people are like, "Oh, I worked out for one day. Now I'm gonna eat
Now
a
I'm
bunch
good
of
to
stuff.
go.
I'm good for the rest of the year."
What you got for me, Addison?
Well, I would think National Let Loose Day.
Let loose day, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, so the opposite of
In
Frank.
certain areas, no, not like gaining weight. Not like let loose that way. No. Yeah, no, it should be like designated areas where you can just take your clothes off.
Okay, that's
right.
not what I was thinking.
I definitely
but
saw that.
Like
wasn't
Jones
thinking of that
Beach, like
either.
every first Friday of every month is like nude day.
Like it becomes a nude beach.
Yeah, like you
saw
can.
a lady.
Jones Beach is terrifying.
I saw a lady naked at Jones Beach.
yeah,
Are
it
you
happens.
serious?
She was just with her breasts out. I took a picture.
What?
If she's in public, I'm allowed to take a public picture. She's just walking around Jones Beach with her breasts out.
Those are the rules, Justin.
Yeah.
Those are the rules.
I'll
I guess.
send you the picture.
Don't send me the picture.
Don't-
Yeah, I don't think any of us want to see
anything.
that.
It's
Don't
definitely like
send
an
us
older
that
woman,
stuff.
like with like.
She was like 40. She was like
sunburns.
45 years old, but in really good shape. But she was with like this like morbidly obese guy. So I was like, good for that guy. He's pulling this weight. What about you, Antonio?
I think I would pick National Day to get me out of this topic.
This morning show is part of your nutritious breakfast.
As long as you're listening while eating a nutritious breakfast.
So good and tasty.
The Nassau Morning Madhouse is on 90.3 WHPC.